Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. Okay, here we are with the camera. I have an external camera here because my computer camera disappeared. I don't know exactly what happened to it. So bear with me while I use this. Also, I wanted to say I haven't been here and it's been about a week. And the reason for this is because had a viral infection where I was coughing a lot, so I couldn't be on here due to that. Let me see if I can fix this camera some so you guys can actually see me. Okay, I think that's a little better. So anyway, I wasn't here because I had to get some medication for that because I got a viral infection and a mucus and a coughing. So the doctor wanted me to rest for about a week. So I'm back here and I'm not going to be on here that long because the coughing has stopped for the most part, but I still have it. So I don't want to really be on here coughing. But I wanted to let everyone know why I wasn't here and to check in to see how everyone is doing today. And hopefully, the messages that you have already um, listened to has helped you. And I want to continue to get these messages out because, as I always say, someone needs to hear these messages. It's so important that people hear the message. Now, today I'm going to talk a little bit about healing and manifestation. And manifestation comes after you heal. That's, in my opinion, what I found for myself. I am not a therapist. I never reference myself as a therapist. I'm just here helping others with what helped me to heal after a lot of, you know, um, death, losing loved ones, and trying to heal from that. And it's very difficult, and I understand that. And there was a time, as I spoke about 2020, losing a lot of people, and some people were sick, others died unexpectedly with the COVID situation. And people now need to know how to heal. And those who listen to me who are not in the Massachusetts area, whatever area that you are in, please Google a therapist and grief support groups in your areas because that is going to help you tremendously because you're going to hear stories at these grief support groups of other people who are grieving just like yourself, and you're going to find out some tips on how to get through the process because it's not easy, it's very painful. So healing not only allow us to feel better, however we do better as we feel better. And don't rush the process. Allow yourself to grieve, allow yourself to feel the pain because that pain is an outlet, and you have to have an outlet in order for you to start to feel better. Now, we never get over the loss of the loved one because it's a void and it's a huge one. Like today's Father's Day. And before I go any further, happy Father's Day to all the men who might be listening and watching this program. Now, for me, Father's Day is difficult, just like Mother's Day. Um, a little less difficult, but my father isn't here anymore as well. And it feels uncomfortable, but I'm getting through it because my father has been gone much longer than my mother. And as I said, it's a process. It's not easy. It's a day by day. Some days, I fill up and I'm okay. And then there's other days where I don't feel like being bothered with anything. And let yourself feel that because you're going to have those days, especially in the beginning of the loss of the loved one. You're going to feel that way, because the loss is huge. And it's just one day at a time, one step at a time. When we allow ourselves to heal, then we start to feel better. And as we start to feel better, we do better. We do better. And it just, and as we do better, we manifest what we want in our lives. Because if we don't take care of ourselves and we don't feel better, we can't take care of anything around us. We can't take care of ourselves. We can't take care of our families, etc. So we have to um, heal those areas. And like I said, an outlet for the pain, going to these groups, doing things to get yourself through it. If you like music, having a playlist of music to listen to, spending time outside now that the weather is getting better, it's getting nicer out. We're into the summer months, going out in nature, sitting by a lake of water, going to the pool, or going to the ocean. I find the ocean helps a lot, sitting there with music. If you have a pet, pets are always good, taking your dog out or a cat. If you have a pet, spending time with the pet, that helps as well. All these things are healing little by little, it helps. And what I do a lot is I listen to motivational videos besides music, making sure I get out and not staying in too much, because that can lead to depression as well. And in the beginning you're going to feel depressed, but you don't want to stay in a state of depression. You really don't. You want to get better and get out. It's so important. And when we heal, also, I want to say we begin to love ourselves, and we begin to understand that we are worth it. And once we begin to love ourselves and see that we are worth it, then we start to set boundaries with others, and put ourselves first. And when you're going through the grieving situation, you need to put yourself first. Never feel guilty about that, because you need that time so that you can take care of yourself and get through this traumatic loss. And when I thought about Tina Turner, because she just passed away last month. And, she was such an inspiration. She had gone through so much hell in her life, you know. And I hope they make a movie about, I know they made a movie, What's Love Got to Do with It? But her um, latter part of her life, the love life, because she had mentioned, I had listened to a video where she mentioned she never thought she would have found true love, the love of her life, because 16 years of her life before she spent, you know being abused. And I just can't imagine just 16 years of physical abuse. And she's going through a lot of hell in her life, but the latter part of her life, she found her true love. And it took her, she talks about how it took her a long time to receive that love and to see that it was real, because she didn't know what it was. And I just have a lot of respect for her. And when you have time, look up her story. It's very inspirational. And do things that make you feel good and that's uplifting, instead of depressing. Like, I don't watch the news a lot. I think the other night I watched about 5 minutes of it and I turned it off, because I can't, take in a lot of negativity. And as you heal, you're not going to want to take in a lot of negativity, because you want to stay in that place of healing and feeling better. Like I said, we're human. We're all going to have days where we don't feel well, but we don't want to take in a lot of negativity, because it can bring on depression. And for those who are going through recently a loss of a loved one, please think about therapy, because it's an outlet also for the pain. It also helps you to keep your loved one's memory alive, because with my therapist, myself, I talk about my mother all the time. This time, since we were closer to Father's Day, I talked about my father. But, always keep those memories alive of your passed over loved ones. Never, never be silent about them. Always talk about the good and the joy they brought to your life. So please share this message with someone. Anyone who is feeling depressed, get out into nature, take a walk, do something to uplift your spirits. It's not easy, because it's difficult. and let yourself feel the pain, but at the same time, do not allow that pain to get into a depression where you start to feel suicidal or anything like that. We don't want any of that. It's important. That's why these groups are important, these bereavement groups, and getting the right therapist who can help you to talk about your feelings and what's going on. And they also, some of these therapists give homework to help you to process what you're feeling and what you're going through. And believe me, it works. Nothing happens overnight. Little by little, you start to feel better. And like today is a day for me where, I'm not feeling too bad, but just it's thinking about my father because today is Father's Day. However, I do things to get through it, like music, or I may watch some shows that's on about Father's Day, or something, or I may take a walk or two, take a ride in a car somewhere. Anything that's going to get me out of that feeling of depression. So whatever helps, even going to the gym helps a lot. Just going to the gym, working out and putting on a playlist. All those things help. So please take care of yourself because it's only one you. And if you're not feeling well, and you can't take care of yourself, then you're no good to anything or anyone else. So always keep that in mind, and to love yourself, because as you start to love yourself, you start to look at life differently with a different perspective. That's the message for today. I will be back, and probably this week I won't be on as long as I've been on because if I talk too much, I might start coughing. I don't want to do that on here. But please, I want people to hear the message because people need to be uplifted and know that they can heal, because I'm living proof of it. I'm not perfect, I'm still going through the process of things. But thank you for listening. This is Lisa spreading love and light, getting the message out there. I will be back tomorrow with another message to uplift you. Stay healthy, stay blessed. Please continue to take care of your mental health. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back tomorrow. Bye for now.